Okay, welcome back, creatures of the night and Canaanites, as my brother of destruction from Canada, Kanenite10, joins me once again to continue the pathway of destruction between the brothers of destruction as we make our next stop on this journey through Death Valley and parts unknown, as we make it to the fatal four-way for the WWF Championship at Unforgiven 2000. Just 1 month removed from our past stop at SummerSlam. And it has brought to my attention, thanks to Kanenite10, that we missed a few things along the way. And those few things were just a handful of Raw and SmackDown matches. So coming your way after Unforgiven, our next episode will be a Raw and SmackDown Megasode. It will be the around the 5 matches that we missed in between King of the Ring 2000 and Unforgiven 2000. So the matches that we missed along the way before getting to the Royal Rumble in 2001, we will bring you the matches on Raw and SmackDown that we missed along the way. So I think that's the best way to bring up to speed on where we're at. And Kanenite10, I thank you for bringing that to my attention and for being up to a Raw and SmackDown Megasode. So how are you doing today?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited for it because I was just thinking that I know Kane and Undertaker had a match on Raw, and I was pretty sure it was in 2000 somewhere
Mm-hmm.
because it was Singlet Kane. So then I started looking for that, and then I started seeing, oh,
Yeah, you're just going
there
down
are
the
the
rabbit
other
hole.
ones
Oh yeah, we missed a few.
from like June to now, like 3 Raw. Well, I guess it'd be like June to the end of the year. We only really missed what, maybe 4 matches at this point.
Yeah, we only missed 4, and then we get another one in November, which
Yeah,
is
a singles.
which is
Most
like
of the other ones are just tags. Like it's like Kane and Undertaker versus Test and Albert, Kane,
yeah,
Undertaker, Rock versus DX, Kane and Undertaker versus Triple H, Kurt Angle, Kane versus Rock versus Undertaker, #1 contender match, and then Kane versus Undertaker in November.
yeah. So it's maybe about less than 10 minutes, I'm guessing, a match, and you get around 5 matches that fills up an hour, plus our talking, our dissecting of the matches, and any other good banter that we can fill in the episode. I think that gives the fans what they want in
It'll
a
be a
good.
great catch-up episode.
Exactly. It's a great catch-up episode. It's a nice filler episode as we end Unforgiven and get right before we get to the Royal Rumble. We get a nice filler of the Raws and SmackDowns that we missed along the way.
You mentioned we're a month removed from SummerSlam, and we are also a year removed from Kane and the Undertaker defending the tag titles against Chronic.
Oh,
but how
cannot
many
wait.
Raw
I
and
cannot
SmackDown
wait.
matches? How many Raw and SmackDown matches? We got pretty much every Raw and SmackDown
Yes.
from like
Yes.
what, February, January onward to
Mhm.
freaking. Oh man,
Yeah.
we're a long ways away.
I know we got that SmackDown where it's like Kane, Undertaker, and Devon versus somebody where Kane does the "What's up" on the turnbuckle.
Oh wow, yeah, like I know the moment, but I certainly forgot about the match.
Yeah, Undertaker's like, "What the f is going on?"
A Kane and Taker versus Kai and Tai, Kane and
Yeah,
Taker versus. There's so many matches.
so many, and I wouldn't want anybody else along for this journey besides you, man.
I certainly would hope not.
But that is a couple episodes down the road. We are at Unforgiven 2000. And before we hit play on the watch along, we are both paused on the title card here, and you brought up something to my attention, something that you really can't miss it. Looking at these 4 superstars paused on a title card, Kane stands out, and it stands out to me, and it stands out to you, of course. So while looking at this title card, what pops out in your mind right here before we get started?
This is a screen grab from SummerSlam 2000. I guess they didn't have promo shots of Kane in his gear at this point. I do know they used it a few times, according to my friend Kane History and More, but this is the more notable time in my mind. But this, it looks weird because of the mask that Kane is wearing, which I don't mind the mask. I like the mask enough.
Mhm.
However, Kane only wore that mask once because he debuted the singlet at SummerSlam 2000, and he only wore that mask for that night, and because Undertaker ripped it off and tore it. So I mean, but it's just funny that it's a screen grab, and you pointed out that his singlet looked very red, which I assume is just because of his entrance.
Yeah. Um, and not only that, another thing, I'm just looking at these four paused here. Kane, which of course backs up the thing what you said, it's a screen grab from his entrance. Kane is a lot more blurry than the other three.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on Daily Motion. The quality is actually pretty good, but is he considerably more blurry? Would you say?
Yeah, I would say looking at it, Undertaker, Rock, and Chris Benoit look like they were taking a photo in a studio.
No, yeah, that's totally fair.
And Kane looks
Well,
considerably
he's.
more
I guess
JPEG, I
he's.
would say.
You can see like especially with his hair, he looks like he's like walking, and the shadowing is what really is doing it. Now that I'm paying attention to that, like you look at the
Yeah,
shadowing on Benoit and then Kane shadowing under his chin. Yeah, it's definitely. But yeah, that's why it's a screen grab. So
yeah, especially the bottom of his hair, it's considerably blurred.
because it's moving.
Yeah. So again, as you would probably attest, Kane gets no respect at all.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
As the other three are given studio shots here, but Kane is given a screen grab from a one-off mask in his entrance. So quite a way to begin the match here. As you said, you are in Daily Motion. I am on Peacock. Queued up at 2 hours, 16 minutes exactly.
Wow,
We're
I'm a 22 seconds in on Daily Motion.
as Jim Ross has just said that The Rock is a marked man. And I am ready to begin. And I assume you are as well.
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. So we count down, as always, 3, 2, 1, play. And we both have the promo package.
Yep.
Looking at The Rock is champion. He's a marked man. There's a target on his back.
Oh, Kane.
Thick Kane.
Kane just cutting a promo.
It's like Rock just coming off a feud with Benoit from Fully Loaded.
Was it Fully Loaded where Benoit almost won the title?
Yes, that's where they destroyed like Rock's belongings and shit.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that. I was just thinking of, oh, let's see, Kane's inverted mask. Um, I just remember seeing in WWF magazine Benoit holding the title up,
That is
and
this
then
one.
that is this one. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen this match, and if I have, I certainly don't remember it. Great chokeslam by Kane. I just want to point out.
Undertaker and all his No Mercy attires here. Just want to point that out as well.
Yeah, I like these tights of Benoit with the cuts on the side. I love these tights.
Yeah.
Nice chokeslam.
Yeah. Kane chokeslamming The Rock. Just Bring It shirt. Oh, there's the Undertaker
There's the ring.
for the mat.
Usually when Kane chokeslams the Rock, it looks a lot more gentle, but that other one, those two look really good. I really hope there's a Kane, Undertaker, Jericho somehow, and Kane is chokeslamming Jericho, because I actually tweeted about this and Jericho retweeted me, but I said, do you owe Kane money? Because I swear Kane drives Jericho on all his chokeslams.
Do you owe Kane money?
Well, it's like 2000, 2001. Kane just drives Jericho, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, he is driving him to the mat.
I wonder if that's Armageddon.
No, I'm not talking about just one chokeslam. I'm talking about multiple through 2000, 2001. Every single one. Like Kane's chokeslam compared to the Undertaker's, in my opinion, Undertaker always looked like he picks you up and he kind of lets go and the guy falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kane does a little more follow through, but like the ones on Jericho, he was driving him down.
Wow.
I will find a compilation video for you and send it to you. Oh, rock bottom on the floor, gross.
Yeah, Rock Bottom on the floor. Right before that, Undertaker almost rolled over the Rock with his motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's like Rock. It's like they're really trying to hone in on the
Hey,
fact
that
they're
Unforgiven
trying to
logo
kill
that
the
they
Rock.
used, that Unforgiven logo with a transition, that was in Undertaker's Titantron,
Yes.
the Rollin Titantron.
Yes, this is where they get the logo from. This logo becomes the Titantron.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And now we get a promo from The Rock. Classic. Finally, The Rock has come back. Yep.
of course. I think they're really trying to hone in the fact throughout that whole promo package that they're trying to murder The Rock here, basically.
Yep.
How do you know if the Undertaker, Chris Benoit, and Kane won? Maybe Kane just wants a box of matches so he can light his big red ass on fire. You ever think about that?
Why would he light himself on fire? Shut up, Rock.
Why do you light himself on fire? Shut up, Rock.
Lick his left testicle, yeah.
The American badass wants to jump on his motorcycle and ride around the First Union Center a couple of more times because it gives him that
Feeling.
funny feeling.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. That's the best part of that promo.
Of course it is.
That one where The Rock makes fun of him, Kane, Undertaker, and Mankind, maybe? No, Big Show.
Oh yes, with the Mickey Mouse tattoos and the 33-pound head.
Yeah, but then when he says Undertaker jumping around, screaming like a girl, he's like, hey, hey. That like cracks me up every single time. I think it's so funny. Oh, I get that crappy edit.
I have the crappy edit too. But Undertaker,
The streak is over.
the
Well, I had American Badass for the longest time.
but the Undertaker coming out first.
I often wonder, like, how do you edit just the music out without affecting with the crowd?
Yeah, or the commentary.
Commentary has like its own recording though, so that I can see, you can separate that. But like the sound is all through the arena. How does it not mess with the pop? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Good editing, I guess. It's weird to see Undertaker come out first in a fatal 4-way match.
He's also wearing a blue shirt, I see. A dark blue, like a navy.
Yeah. He's
Does he
changing
have a
up
vest on?
different kind of shirt here for the dead man.
Just a t-shirt. If you could have one entrance jacket with, well, I guess probably not this. This one must be the one he reuses in 2004, eh?
Yeah, I think this one is. This is
Benoit
like-
looking yacked as fuck.
I think the trench coats that he used during the Badass era is the one he reuses during the Dead Man era.
Benoit here is so jacked. My mom hated Benoit growing up.
Really?
She hated Rikishi, she hated Benoit, and she hated Kurt Angle. She hated Rikishi because of the stink face stuff. She hated Angle because he was a goofball. But she always just never gave a reason why she hated Benoit. She would just say he's out of proportion.
I never liked Benoit either. And my parents never liked him either. So it was a family affair. We never liked Benoit.
Kane with the original inverted mask still at this point.
Yeah, it's a lot blacker now.
Oh, very worn. Yep. I like how it looks. I think it's really cool when his masks get all black and worn.
Yeah, gives it a cool effect.
Oh, I hope all the refs sell this. And nobody does.
You're awesome, man. I love having you here with us.
Well, sometimes they do, They like drop to the mat. Why are there so many refs? Just to keep them apart?
I guess.
I mean, it feels like a main event.
It does. I mean, you have main event players.
Also, I like this theme of The Rock more than the one he uses now.
Yeah.
I also like his original, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Do. Ha.
Oh yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, his heel entrance.
Yeah, this one's more babyface, of course, but I hate how the guitar's like so, I don't know, they change it a bit and they make it really obnoxious in his new one.
Yeah, they do.
I'm curious, is this where the Undertaker's fat comes from? I'm very curious to see what he looks like. Well, he's not fat.
No,
He's
I would
certainly
say,
not lean like he got in like 2006, but he's not fat or anything.
yeah, I wouldn't call him fat.
Yeah, growing up, I never cared for Benoit either, but I didn't hate him or anything. I just was whatever about him.
I mean, that's fair. I don't think he's well, I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he's anybody's favorite, but maybe he is somebody's favorite out there.
I know some people that considered him their favorite actually,
Oh wow.
but I think some of that has to do with him he was billed from Edmonton, like 8 hours away from me, right?
Yeah.
Lots of guys I wrestle with considered him that because I assume they're also from Edmonton too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think of two guys that Benoit was their guy, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and one of them is from Edmonton, and the other guy I think started watching a lot, especially in the Ruthless Aggression era. So they probably got behind Benoit during his Rumble run and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Yeah, makes sense. Before Undertaker.
But I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. He is a pretty rare one to have like someone be like, "This is my guy." Well, David Benoit really likes him, I guess. Well, he does.
I'm assuming it's his father.
You ever see those videos? He's like, I want to be a wrestler and I want to wear my dad's old gear and stuff. And okay.
Weird.
Yeah, a little.
Just a little, considering.
I met the guy. He's an interesting guy.
Is he really?
Yep.
It's good to know. You had the brothers duking it out in the ring and Rock and Benoit on the outside.
What a lazy pin. Oh.
Also, for the record, this is not an attire in No Mercy for the Undertaker.
Yeah, I bet you he never wears this again.
He does not. This is a one and done shirt.
This is just a wife beater.
Not even that.
I don't like it. I don't like this shirt. Well, a muscle shirt, whatever you want to call it. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like the color. I don't like just a muscle shirt tucked in. Don't like. I'd much rather the denim shirt, to be honest.
Yeah, I like the denim shirt. So I'm guessing Unforgiven is the cutoff for No Mercy. As this attire did not make it in the game. But the denim shirts and the black denim shirt, the black leather shirt, that made it in. So we can see
he wore those more often, though, didn't he?
He did.
Did he ever just wear just the vest by itself? No, eh? He always had a shirt under it, eh?
No. He did wear the vest just by itself.
Oh, I someone arguing that those finishing move figures were very inaccurate because of the vest, and I thought it was quite accurate to him.
Yes. Gosh. I think like 2001, I think he was the vest by itself. When he's with Sarah,
Okay.
I think he wears it then.
I guess he doesn't wear blue jeans though, does he?
He might, actually.
Well, someone was like, Undertaker never wears this, and that was like their big complaint, and I didn't
I'll find
have
you a
any
photo.
knowledge.
A photo is definitely sticking out in my head. I'll find you it.
Well, like I'm like, okay, I don't know. I always thought the Undertaker looked cool in that finishing move pack, and someone complained that he never wore that attire, so they hated it. I'm like, all right, I'm not the expert on this, so
It's an
but
action.
they're incorrect.
It's an action figure, even if it's not 100% correct. If it looks cool, it's cool.
Do you like the finishing move figures?
Yeah, I've always liked them.
Turn around, Kane. Don't you know what's going on here?
Turn around, Kane.
Well, no, but they're having to turn them manually, like just turn into the punches. That's clearly the spot.
I know. Turn around, Kane. Undertaker and Rock working together like future tag team champions will.
I do like that they're like, it looks more real that they have to turn them, but like you can clearly tell what they're going for.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I didn't like about the finishing move set is like the hair. Like Undertaker's hair is like stuck in like a waving.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the color or something.
No, like it's stuck in like a waving position.
At least it's not like Triple H's.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and Triple H's hair is stuck up.
Terrible.
No, I know.
Like unplayable.
It is. It really is. Those are those kind of things you want to keep in the package.
Yeah. I got some of those when I was a kid. Yeah, that Triple H was just unplayable.
Yeah, it really is.
Those were like the primo figures of the day, though.
Oh yeah, because they had all those special move crunches and movable elbows, and
yeah, they had so much articulation at the time.
Yeah. I knew Rock was going to counter the old school. Undertaker was waiting there too long.
Oh yeah.
And clothesline right out of the ring. And now Kane's back in.
Yeah. Next spot. Where's Benoit? He got dropped on the guardrail, I think.
Hey, Jerry Lawler just asked, where's my man Benoit?
6 feet over by you. Oh, ref bump already.
There goes Hebner.
Jeez.
God.
This is like 8 minutes in the match. Oh, that was a nice DDT. Oh, that's a 3 for sure.
Turn around, Kane.
Oh, well.
That was
for the
so
spot.
That was so unexpected and hilarious.
He wasn't feeding for the spot they were clearly going for.
Okay, referees down. We bring in the chairs.
Whoa.
But no, Mick Foley.
And there's like no crowd reaction at all.
No, because everybody hates the guy.
No, but not even a boo. Like, it's just quiet. I often wonder if they do these. Like, obviously, yeah, Foley coming out and he's switching it. But I wonder if they, like, did this just to see what the reaction would be if he won. And since it was so bad, they didn't give him a title for 4 years.
Seriously.
Well, I'm for real, though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's seriously. He had nobody behind him.
Like, Kane would have had more of a pop than that. You know, Undertaker would have obviously had a pretty big pop, I think. And then The Rock, of course.
Definitely.
Pretty sure The Rock well, obviously The Rock retained, so.
It's like 3 giants looking at the last chicken wing. That's why I loved these entrance stages. You could just
Yeah.
like throw them against things.
And Benoit just throws himself against it, speaking of. Oh, I thought it was going to break.
Oh, I was hoping.
Have you ever seen this match?
Not in a long time.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
There are certain bits and pieces I remember, like the Benoit spot on the rope and the Undertaker t-shirt.
The Rock rakes the eyes. Babyface Hogan here.
He rakes the eyes against Kane, who has a mask on.
Well, I mean, you can still get at the eyes, but I mean, that's not a very babyface thing to do. Although, funny enough, the biggest babyface of all time did it all the freaking time in the Hogan.
Yeah, well, that's Hogan for you.
Well, apparently Rock too.
Ugh, Undertaker's just getting double teamed now in the corner.
No,
I
Kane
think
just got a
Kane-
low blow.
I was just gonna say, did Kane get a low blow?
Yeah, I think so. I was watching the replay. Benoit did it.
Oh, dirty underhanded tactics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go.
Is this like a no DQ match now? Rock is just blatantly using steps.
I don't know because like triple threats are no DQ, right? So is fatal four way no DQ as well? If so, then why'd they have to bump the? If they are okay, but why'd they have to bump the ref to use the
That's
chair?
what I was just gonna say. Why didn't nobody use weapons before the referee was down then?
I don't know.
WWF logic.
Yeah.
It's a no DQ match, but we must knock down the referee before we can use weapons.
So I always hated that. See, technically, this is a rope break. Like when your arm is under the rope, that's a rope break. You don't have to be touching the rope. I was gonna make that point with the Undertaker because Undertaker has a hand on Kane's singlet again. He's pulling it down. Oh, I want to point out too that new ringside Taker. His singlet is a separate piece. It's not attached at his waist, is it?
No, it's not.
I don't like that. They should have made it attached at the bottom at least.
Yeah, so it's completely removable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
they should have made it attached at the bottom.
You should have. I have it right here.
Also, honestly, I never cared for that move, the diving headbutt. I always thought it was kind of lame.
Yeah, not only that, it fucked him up for the rest of his life.
Yeah, yes, that too, very much so.
It's like he's not even hitting the guy; he's hitting himself.
Oh yeah, I like. Even despite that, I just never understood. Like, I never thought it was a cool move. Like, oh, okay, headbutt, right?
Yeah, no, he's so dumb.
People still seem to like it though, for whatever reason. I think Kane busted the Rock open unless the Rock hit something, because when they were fighting the aisleway, that's when that happened.
Oh no, Kane.
Undertaker gonna go up nice. Oh yeah, he went up real nice. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't even get a 1. Frick.
Didn't even get a 1.
Oh, usually psychology, you let it get the close count and then you break it up, right?
I mean, that's what I assume.
Running DDT? Oh, why did he run? What was that? What for? Wow, I've never seen a people's elbow this way.
Yeah, it's usually the other way. The hard cam.
He's either facing the hard cam or he's facing the crowd.
Away from the
back to the hard cam. Yeah. I've never seen it that way though, crisscrossed.
Yeah.
Never seen one like that. Now I'm curious. There must be others, but that's the only one I've ever seen like that.
Oh boy, get ready for last ride.
Is he actually going to do it? Wow. Nice tan line. See, two, boom.
I noticed the Rock's butt as well. So
But see, two, break it up. Kane broke it up at two.
yeah.
Oh, let me guess. These two take each other out, and Rock gets the pin on Benoit.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh God. Oh,
And there's
Jesus.
like no reaction at all. Imagine they fake his win and then he actually wins. That'd be wild.
And you also would he would have got another shit reaction.
Yeah. Kane has blood running down his back. Is that what you just said?
Is that I thought I heard that too.
What else would be running down his back, though? I guess, right?
Undertaker's in now. Oh,
Wow,
good
nice
choke slam.
chokeslam. That was. See what I mean? Undertaker just sets him down. Kane has like more follow through. Like Kane follows him down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I'm not saying Kane drives anyone more than Undertaker, but Undertaker's like more up and just like let's go. Whereas Kane like bends over with them. His later chokeslams not as much, but it's like Kane has a hand on his back and he just guides them down the whole way. They're just slightly different in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, there has to be differences, I think, because then,
Well, it's just if me and you did one, they would be different, right?
of course.
Yeah, called it.
Oh,
I called that
Kane.
finish 10 minutes ago.
Undertaker's trying to break it up. Stupid Kane.
I called that finish 10 minutes ago. With casualties. What? Who died?
Yeah, who died, Jim Ross? Has there been a murder?
With casualties. That was a pretty underwhelming main event.
Kane gets me hot. There's a sign in the crowd.
Nice.
Kane
Oh
gets
yeah, there it is. Nice.
I mean,
That match
everybody
was pretty
does
like whatever. I was
everybody
expecting more.
everybody does it for somebody, you know. Kane doesn't do it for me, but he probably does it for that person.
I guess so.
There was casualties.
Of their soul. That match kind of sucked.
I think the fake out Benoit win really sucked out some of the energy.
I don't know, like the whole thing, like it was just like nothing too exciting happened. No, like I'm not saying you need the kick out of a finish or anything, but there's none of that. No real close falls at all, other than the
Yeah.
Benoit fake out. And like I appreciate the fake out, but that is just like the most unmemorable main event I can think of.
And that's fair.
Like
Yeah, it is very unmemorable. It is. I would say that is a good way to describe it. It's something that if we were not doing the look back between the Undertaker and Kane, I don't think it's really something I would have went back and rewatched.
Yeah,
It's
no, certainly not. I'll
it
never probably
doesn't,
watch it again.
yeah, it doesn't make my top five, my top 10, or even top 20 lists. I mean, it's like it's just there.
Yeah, that's a match that exists.
It's a match that exists. I guess if you're more of a Rock fan, you may like it because Rock wins. And usually, if whoever's your favorite guy, and if they win the match, the match is always more elevated up than they should be.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I mean, once again, though, like coming character guys, I've never seen any Rock guys. I'm sure there are lots of Rock guys. Don't get me wrong. My friend growing up, that was his favorite was Rock. But is there any Rock collectors out there? Just the Rock?
Yeah, it's just like Triple H collectors. Is there Triple H collectors out there? I mean, it's like,
Yeah. I don't see any character collectors. There's only one other one that I can think of, and that's the Stone Cold one that I know.
yeah, Stone Cold is you as Kane, I as Taker.
And
Um,
there's a couple like guys that are sort of, well, I shouldn't say that. I guess there's a few other Kane collectors I know from the Kane community, if you will. I'm sure you know some Taker guys, eh?
I do.
Taker only.
Yeah,
See, like some of the Kane
not to
guys I
not to
know,
my
there's
extent that they're trying to get as much as they can, but it's people that collect like only Undertaker merchandise.
yeah, like that's sort of what I've seen with some Kane stuff. But like some of the Kane guys, for example, that I can think of, it's like, well, I collect Kane, Jeff Hardy, and Rob Van Dam. Okay, you know?
Oh yeah, then there's a caveat.
Yeah, and like I don't know. It's just so weird to collect more than one guy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, then
To
it
me,
becomes not a centered collection.
yeah. I've definitely like thought about getting into some other guys as well, but then I'm like, no, then like why? I haven't even completed Kane. Why would I do another person?
Yeah, exactly. And it diverts your funds away from other things.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
And my
best.
time and
Yeah,
whatever else. Yeah.
best to just focus on. That's what I decided in the beginning when I started collecting. Who do I love the most? Who's my favorite superstar? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna move forward in this? And that's what I narrowed it down. I was like, I've always loved Undertaker. Undertaker's always been my number one guy. I'm just gonna stick to Undertaker. And
Yeah,
that's
like that's how I feel about Kane too. Like when I first started, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna collect every figure of Kane out there, and I don't think I realized there was what there was, obviously, right? I
yeah,
still would have like started, but you definitely don't realize what you're getting into.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that being said, I never had any ideas of like getting into other people other than I considered Abyss at one point in time, but then I'm like, no, I'll just stick with Kane. Like, I don't know,
mhm,
Kane's my guy.
yeah.
I also consider Macho Man too, but then I'm like, oh, then I got what am I gonna do? Go buy a black card Macho Man? Like, no, thanks.
Yeah, I'm very lucky I chose Undertaker. That I just have like the Hasbro's to worry about. I don't have to worry about LJNs or anything earlier. It's like, oh, thank God.
Oh well, I mean, depending who, like some of the LJNs are pretty cheap, but I mean, if you get a guy in the black card, that's like thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Thank God Undertaker's not on the black card. Thank God LJN lost the license.
Man, it's wild. I remember when I first started, I don't know when you started collecting, but I started collecting in like the mid 2000s, right? Mid
Hmm.
to late 2000s. And I remember when Hasbro green cards were selling for like $60 Canadian. And I remember LJNs were
Yeah.
like a few $100 Canadian. And
Yeah.
like, boy, if I knew what I know now. And like the SummerSlam Hasbro Dusty Rhodes with the SummerSlam tag on the top.
Hmm.
And I remember seeing one go for like $200, and I'm like, holy shit. But now these are
Yeah.
thousands of dollars per figure.
I remember when I was collecting I would say, I was not really deep. I would collect to open and display and do all that. But when I started being more focused on mint on card collections and stuff like that, which is like with the mid 2000s, which is around the same time, I remember Hasbro's were like cheap.
Right?
And
Like even the green card, they were like, I remember thinking though, like, holy crap, $60 for a figure?
they were cheap. Bone crunchers, you can get like 5 for like
Oh
$15.
man,
They were
bone
just
crunchers
giving
were
them
like
away.
$5 yeah, and they were a dime a dozen. Like
Yeah,
I remember those were some of the first figures I got were the bone crunchers because they were so readily available. They were
yeah,
just everywhere. And same with the same all of it. Like the ruthless aggression was never as widely available as I would have liked. Like for example, it took me a long time to find a ruthless aggression 2014, but all the Jack stuff, like the maximum sweats, the Titantron lives, like everything that I've gotten, all the bone crunchers too, they were all cheap, like under I bet you under $10 a figure for sure
yeah, yeah,
at the time.
definitely. I remember that.
And
So,
like now, good luck finding like I always it blows my mind. Like I would like a mintier Titantron Live Series 1 cane. Like I had one once and I dropped it and it cracked the bubble actually.
oh my God.
Yeah, like the way it fell, it hit like the edge of something and it cracked the just like the edge of the card hit the edge of something else and it just cracked the
Wow.
bubble. It was a really mint one too. I was like pretty chapped about that. But like it's also a very sentimental figure because it's the first Kane figure I ever got. And I
Yeah.
would love like a super mint one, but they're like $50 Canadian now. 40, 30,
Yeah. When
like
I
what? And
when I
like
was
these
picking up
Titantron lives,
When I was picking up
they were
Titantrons,
like
it was like,
$5.
exactly.
I know that's and I'm like I see this now and like sometimes I'm like I want to go for one, but I'm like, man, I can't justify spending like 35 American for this figure that
I
was
can't.
like a dime a dozen back in the day.
Yeah, that's why I'm like on my watch list. Like the viewers and listeners are getting a look into how we collect and how we make our purchases here. Um, yeah, but on my watch list, it's a lot of things I really want to buy. Like there's things I can check off my checklist, but it's like I can't justify the price. I just can't.
Oh, for sure.
I
And
just
like some of the later RAs, and we've talked about those 3 packs and stuff, like that's just absurd. But like
yeah,
the even the bone crunchers are not cheap now. Back to
yeah.
like talking about how stuff used to be cheap, the bone crunchers aren't even cheap anymore.
I know. It's
Like
like
they're like $20 and more a figure.
at least $20 a
I
figure.
mean, I don't see as bad of the prices for Kane anyways, but yeah, like stuff that was literally you could get for a few bucks. Like
Yeah.
it's also wild. Like we talk about the increase of prices, like the Hasbro's. Like I was saying, I remember thinking $60 was really expensive, and then being like, holy, $200 for that Dusty Rhodes that's now like a $3,000 figure. Like, I mean, obviously, hindsight's 2020. I would have told myself to buy 1,000 Bitcoin as well, and buy all the Pokemon cards, buy PSA 10 Charizards. Like 2010, they're selling for like $1,000. Now they sell for $500,000.
It's crazy. It is so crazy about the things that we pass on and things like, oh, I can't believe, you're never going to even think that that's going to increase in value.
I just really want to know. Like, I wish I knew more about. Like, I got lots of stuff on steals. Like
Hmm.
back in the day, like before it was like super expensive for sure. A lot of the elites that I've gotten are now like we talked about there's a Series 4 Kane re-release, the best of 2010. That thing sells for like $150 consistently American.
Yeah.
What? I guarantee I paid under $30 shipped for that thing when it came out.
Yeah.
Like what? Why? Like that's my first question is why? But like it also drives me. I really wish I could like go back in time and just look and see if the Bendhams were around. I'm curious if I like passed on Bendhams or if I like if they
You
were
know
more
what?
available, you know?
You know what? I vividly remember, I vividly remember buying Bendums at KB. But the funny thing is, I don't think I ever remember the micro Bendums.
That's what I mean. Like I remember Bendhams like my whole life. Don't get me wrong. Like I remember seeing them at garage sales and in the
Like
store even
I can
and stuff.
vividly remember picking up the second Undertaker one, the pale skin one,
Yeah.
and bringing it to like show and tell at like kindergarten, and like showing the trading card to all my friends, and one of my friends mimicking the eye roll back. It's
Oh,
just
okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
that card of him like that classic pose in the back.
Okay. Like I totally remember the regular Bendhams. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Is I meant
I
the
vividly
micro
remember
Bendhams.
this. I vividly remember buying Bendums, but I don't remember micro Bendums for the life of me. I cannot remember them.
Like aside from like in store, I actually have like I remember buying bone crunching buddies, like the big plush guys in store and stuff. But that being said, I also remember like lots of packs. I remember that Brothers of Destruction and Austin 3-pack. I remember seeing that in stores and like
Yeah,
lots of those cool packs. Like I remember seeing those all the time. I remember the finishing moves were all over the place too.
yep.
But that being said, the micro on eBay, even like in like 2007, 2008, I wonder if they were like around more, like the micro Bendhams or the JC Penney sets, like the Attitude set or the
Oh
Rumble
my
set,
God. Yeah.
like that's what I'm curious about. I wonder if those were around way more back then or not, or if they're just as scarce, or that Attitude 4-pack with Cactus Jack. Like I wonder if there's like I wish you could go back like 15 years of sales history and
I
see.
wish. I really do. I really wish there was a way to see this stuff because it's like I don't
I
know.
mean,
I never really paid attention to that.
a little bit of me is kind of okay with,
Not knowing.
yeah, because then it'd be like, oh, I missed out on this like now $500 set that's was $30 or something,
Yeah, of
but
course.
it's just out of curiosity. Like you hear about, boxes of first edition Pokemon cards selling for like literally $1,000 in 2010, and now that same
Wow.
box is $500,000, right? Or like
It's
like I said with the
crazy.
Charizards, like somebody has one that sold for like $900 in 2009 or 10, and now it's a $500,000 card. Like just ridiculous things like that, obviously.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the figures were like that. I just wonder if they were super
Gosh.
scarce back then too or not.
I don't even know.
And I have no memories of micro Bendhams either. I don't really have memories of Bendhams in store. I have memories of Bendhams in like thrift stores and garage sales and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and just finding them randomly. But I don't have memories of Bendhams in the store on the pegs,
Okay.
let
I
alone micro. Like micro, I didn't
oh
even know
yeah.
existed until a couple years ago.
Yeah. I mean, if I saw a micro Bendum anything, I'm guessing I may have been that steel cage ring.
That's the other thing I was gonna say is like I wonder if those were just like a dime a dozen too once upon a time.
I mean, if anything, that's probably what I would have saw because I don't remember any of those little packs at all, like the
Yeah,
ring.
they're very well, like they're very distinct clamshell plastic packs.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Man, sometimes I have dreams where like I go in a store and it's just loaded with toys. And it's like
Oh,
all Kane stuff that is super hard to find that I don't have, or it's just super scarce or something. And then that's my dream is like buying toys.
Hey, I have I have those dreams sometimes too. So I'm right there
And
with
it's also like Kane stuff that doesn't exist that your mind makes up. It's like this random pack or figure of something that just literally does not exist, but in your
like your
dream
mind
exists.
creates the perfect figure and it's there.
It's not even a perfect figure. It's just like something I don't have that
Mhm.
chase, right?
Yeah, of course. The chase is what makes the collecting fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Well, if anybody that listens to this has any memories of micro Bendems, please message
yes,
myself or
please share it because for the life of us, we have no memories of the microbendums.
I
And
don't really have Bendem memories other than loose, honestly. But that being said, oh, speaking of something that was cheap way back when, like I remember picking up my Bendems. Like I never got the regular release Bendem cane until the last like probably 3 or 4 years
yeah.
because it was like there's 100 of them on eBay at any time, it seemed. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't need to grab this now. Same with that stupid banger. And then all of a sudden they just dry up or they're expensive. Like now they're like $40. What? Why is a Bendem
Kane's
selling for
Kane's
$40?
Bendum is $40.
Canadian, yeah. They sell
Oh
for like
my
20,
God.
25 American regularly.
Wow.
And oh, don't get me started on the gear one. I remember I found that I've had that for a very long time, my Bendem gear with the inverted attire.
Yeah.
And that gear series is pretty rare. Like that one, you could
Yeah.
probably get 75, $80 American for it.
Oh my God.
I remember I got that for like $10 Canadian, if that, like under that.
I wonder what the Undertaker ones sell for. See, I've had those forever, like at least a couple years that I don't
It
need to
seems
look
like
for.
the later series are the hard to find. Like the gear one is really hard to find, and then there's like the last series with Scotty Too Hottie, Taz,
Yeah.
whatever is that 15 or 13 or something.
Yeah,
Like those
15.
later series are really hard to find and they're really expensive. Like Scotty Too Hottie can sell for like $800.
Oh wow.
It's
What a
something
waste of
ridiculous
money.
for a Bendham, man.
Yeah. For
The
Bendum, what a
lamest
waste.
figure that exists, a Bendham. I've always thought they're because you can't do anything with them, right?
Yeah, you really can't.
I don't know. That's just so wild to me.
Yeah, it is. It is to me too.
Yeah, like I said, I waited forever to get a cane Bendham because I'm like, oh, whatever. There's like a million of them at any time, and they're pretty cheap. And then they started just going up, and then all of a sudden it's like, what? I gotta pay like a decent amount for a Bendham? Like, are you kidding me?
Right? Of all things, you have to spend a lot of money on a Bendum.
Yeah, and that, like I said, that was one of those things I just never bothered grabbing early on because there's so many of them, so I just took it for granted.
Of course, you
Oh,
take it for
whatever.
granted. Yeah.
I can grab it at any time. Same with that banger, and then wait a minute, this thing exists. Oh, there's literally none on eBay anymore, and they used to be like $6 all the time.
Oh yeah. I've done that more than enough times to kick myself.
Yeah,
Done that more than enough times. Oh, I'll just wait it out, and then all of a sudden, there's none left.
yeah. I don't need any right now. I don't need any right now. Oh, all of a sudden can't find it now. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's happened to me on more than one occasion.
Yeah, life of a collector. That's why now I'm like, I can't wait. I'll
Yeah.
regret what I don't grab, right?
Right. I'm always caught in that endless loop of I'll regret it if I don't buy it, but I don't want to waste the money on this, like stuff like that. I'm caught in that endless loop,
Yeah.
as all collectors are, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, Unforgiven 2000 has been fun. It's been a fun journey. Next time we have a Raw and SmackDown Megasode, where we'll be taking a look back at the 5 or so matches that we missed in between King of the Ring 2000 and now Unforgiven 2000. So in this 3 to 4 month period, We missed about 5 or so matches on Raw and SmackDown. So our next journey is our filler episode before we get to the main event of Royal Rumble 2001, as we see Kane go the distance, from scaring Drew Carey out of the Royal Rumble to teaming up with his brother of destruction and try and give it all he's got to try and take out Stone Cold Steve Austin to win the Royal Rumble. Can he do it? Well, we know he doesn't, but we will see his journey throughout that entire match. But before we get there, we have a pit stop on the Raw and SmackDown journeys. And I am excited for both of these things coming up, and I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, that Rumble's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it will be. I'm looking forward to rewatching it. I love watching Royal Rumble 2001. It is one of my favorite Royal Rumbles. So it is something definitely to look forward to, as I thank you again, Kanenite10. As I said this many times, there really isn't anybody I would rather share this journey with than you. And I am so glad that you are along for the long ride for the Brothers of Destruction story with me.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Awesome. I'm glad to have you here each and every time. And Creatures of the Night and Canaanites, please make sure to join us here, same Taker and Kane time, same Taker and Kane channel, as we keep on rolling, baby. Until next time.